Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the main event of the Old Testament. I'm your host, Tank, and tonight we are live from the slopes of Mount Caramel. In this corner, weighing in at 450 deep, the tag team from Heck No Yeah, the Soggy Sandal Squad, the pyrotechnically challenged, the prophets of Baal, and in the opposite corner, standing alone. One man, one cloak, one very bad attitude toward false gods, the Tishbite tornado, the hairy hurricane, the undisputed mouthpiece of the Most High, Elijah. Folks, this is 1 versus 450. Those are not fair odds. Those are legendary odds. Now, let me set the scene, fight fans. The land of Israel has been in a drought 3.5 years. No rain, dirt cracking, crops dying. King Ahab, the heel of the century, and his queen Jezebel have been pushing this Baal nonsense on everybody, and Elijah said nope. So Elijah marches up to Ahab and basically says, "You want to know who's really in charge? Bring your boys to the mountain. We'll settle this." And the Bible says it like this. 1 Kings 18:21, quote, "How long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal is God, follow him." My key drop. The people? Dead silent. Couldn't say a word. That, my friends, is a verbal suplex before the bell even rings. Here's the deal. 2 altars, 2 bulls, no fire. Whichever God answers by fire, that's the real one. Baal's boys go first. They build their altar. They lay out the bull. They start dancing. They start chanting, "Oh, Baal, hear us!" Morning turns to noon. Nothing. Noon turns to afternoon. Nothing. They're hopping. They're hollering. They're cutting themselves with swords. It is a whole traveling circus up there. And then Elijah pulls out the microphone of all microphones. He starts taunting them. Verse 27, quote, "Shout louder. Surely he is a god. Perhaps he is deep in thought or busy or traveling. Maybe he is sleeping and must be awakened." Translation, fight fans. Maybe your God is in the bathroom. Oh, he went there. That is a Hall of Fame trash talk, folks. Put it on a t-shirt. Hang it in the rafters. Now, the prophets of Baal are exhausted. Sweat. Tears. They got nothing. The bull is just sitting there like, "Bro, I'm already dead. Help me out here." Elijah steps up. And this is where the showman in our boy comes out. He rebuilds the altar with 12 stones. He digs a trench around it. He stacks the wood. He lays out the bull. And then, get this, he says, "Pour water on it." Water? Sir, you are trying to light a fire. And he says, "Do it again." And then, "Do it a 3rd time." Folks, that altar is now a swimming pool. The trench is overflowing. He has stacked the deck against himself on purpose. Because when you're that confident in your corner man, you make it look impossible on purpose. Time of the evening sacrifice. The crowd is silent. The wind stops. Elijah steps forward, lifts his eyes, and prays. Short, calm, no theatrics. Verse 37. "Answer me, Lord, answer me, so these people will know that you, Lord, are God." And then, fire from the sky. I need you to see this in slow motion. Fight fans, watch it again. The bolt comes down. It hits the bull. Vaporized. The wood gone. The stones, the actual stones, incinerated. The dirt, toast. The water in the trench, licked it up. Like a thirsty puppy. That is not a fire, ladies and gentlemen. That is a finishing move. That is the heavenly haymaker. That is the celestial closeout. And the people? They hit the deck and they chant. The Lord, He is God. the Lord. He is God. 2 falls, no count, new champion. And then, because Elijah is not done, he tells Ahab, "Go eat, go drink. There's a sound of heavy rain coming." Ahab looks at the sky, cloudless, bone dry. But Elijah climbs to the top of Carmel, tucks his head between his knees, and prays. Sends his servant 7 times to look. 6 times, nothing. 7th time, a cloud as small as a man's hand is rising from the sea. Buddy, that little cloud became a storm. The sky went black, the wind howled, and the rain. The rain came down after 3.5 years of drought, and Elijah, he tucks up his cloak and outruns the king's chariot all the way to Jezreel, on foot. The man just dropped fire from heaven and set a marathon record in the same afternoon. But here's the thing. Fight fans. When you embarrass a queen that bad on national television, she is not going to let it slide. And if you think that showdown was wild, oh buddy, just wait till you hear what our champ does. Next, same mountain range, whole new opponent. Tank out.